This is a homage beat.
So I was doing some reading yesterday, and I was reading some of Elliot Pulse's work, and he was saying how the body is the mind. I've learned over the past few years, honestly the past 10 years, that the way that you treat your body really affects the way that your mind works. And this is obvious when you say it out loud, but in practice it's not always as apparent. When you become more in touch with the food you put in your body, the way you treat your body, the substances you put in your body, the amount of exercise, the type of exercise you're doing, when you become more sensitive to that stuff, you will begin to notice the changes that happen, not only physically that you can see on the outside, but the ones that you can feel on the inside. Man, what you'll find is that the better you take care of yourself, the more energy you have. At the end of the day, you being able to create things in the world comes down to your energy. It takes a lot of energy to do creative work. It takes a lot of energy to start a business. It takes a lot of energy to maintain your relationships, because you're constantly having to work with people. You're constantly having to come up with new ideas. You're constantly having to sometimes get up early and stay up later. You're constantly having to develop, new plans from nothing to something, and that takes work and it takes energy. When you look at what human life consists of, it consists of us thinking of things and then trying to create them in the real world. And in order to do that, we need to have a reservoir of energy in our tank. The way that you take care of your body fills that reservoir. If something's missing, you can start with the body. Whenever I'm going through a tough time, or I'm going through some sort of difficult struggle in my business, or in my relationship with my family, or just personally, I'll just reset myself by going back to the gym. Just by finding that baseline of stability and strength and creativity, starting with the physical body. You live inside of this entire vessel, and you take care of it through paying attention to it, through noticing the details, through maintaining it, and it's something that has to happen all year round. So I feel like it's part of the journey of self-mastery. There's a good book out by Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. and it's called Mastery of Self. Mastery of Self has a ton to do with realizing what your body is telling you, paying attention to the signals, and knowing how to treat yourself. As you go through your life over time, you'll become more connected to how you feel and what makes sense for you. And it'll be easier for you to tell what types of foods to eat, what types of exercises to do, what time to go to bed. But you have to be willing to work with yourself and not necessarily prescribing yourself things that other people do. So you read a magazine article and you see that Tim Cook gets up at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock every morning, so you try to do the same thing. It's you finding yourself through the act of taking care of yourself, through the act of nurturing yourself, through the act of figuring out what works for your body. When you are in tune with your body, you'll know automatically every single morning when you wake up that you feel good. You won't have to try too hard to maintain a feeling of positive energy, of balance, of strength. You'll just feel good consistently. It takes maintenance, but it's totally worth it, and it's the only thing that's going to take you from feeling okay about yourself to really feeling consistently like you have what it takes within you to accomplish great goals. It starts with the physical, it goes to the mental, and then it projects outwards. That's how it's done.